Hi, this is a virtual information session about Extrapreneur, an award program powered by Extraco Banks. We are going to go over the mission and heart of Extrapreneur and the CNA award programs, and then we'll hear from Courtney Rogers, the owner of Swim Waco and our 2025 Extrapreneur winner. After that, we'll talk through the timelines and dates for the process in 2026. Extrapreneur was created in 2018 to provide entrepreneurs and small business owners with resources to grow and innovate across Extraco's footprint. This is accomplished with cash awards, mentorship, and access to other business resources. This year, the criteria for Extrapreneur are businesses that have a revenue of $150,000 to $2 million, are headquartered within Extraco's footprint, and are a legal for-profit entity. Our CNA award was created in 2025 to provide the same catalytic resources to nonprofits and faith entrepreneurs that Extrapreneur does within Central Texas. Currently, this award program is an invitation to apply only. The CNA award vision is to support growing faith entrepreneurs and kingdom impact. This year's award offers our overall winner to receive a cash prize of $25,000, a professional video created for them by a strategic partner, Sidekick, and winners will receive 6 months of business consulting with our executive team. Regional finalists will receive a cash prize of $3,500, the professional video by Sidekick, and 3 months of business consulting. Our 3 finalists of Extrapreneur will receive $1,500 cash prize and the professional video. This is a bit different than last year, but we think the professional video is a big asset for our small business owners and faith entrepreneurs, which is why we've added that to our award package. Now you will hear from Courtney Rogers, owner of Swim Waco, as she talks about her experience through the entrepreneur process.
So now we're going to hear from Courtney as she talks about her experience through the Extrapreneur process and how it has benefited her as a business owner and her company, Swim Waco. Thanks, Courtney.
Yes, you bet. Hi, you guys. So I've had the privilege now of participating in 2 Extrapreneur events. I think I'm actually not the only winner who has done that, who started out, doing it once and then reapplying again. So I would even just encourage business owners who are thinking about who maybe have participated other years to do it again. I actually really think that doing it twice helped me the first time. It really helped I was able to refine more of our mission and core values, and it just made me get a little introspective, take time to work not just in the business, but on the business, and to really think about that. But then the second time, it took it a step up. And I think that that's something that just entrepreneurs, it's hard to make time. We're doing everything. And so it just is hard to make time for this. So it gave me honestly some good motivation to really rethink, to make sure, okay, well, what I said last year, have we really done those things, and what's our next step? Because I think that that's what business and that's what really life is okay, one step at a time, what's the one next thing. So I would say some big things that I walked away with, regardless of if I had won anything or not, was one, just an opportunity to look introspectively, look at the business and see how we're doing. But the other thing is I benefited so much from all of the different coaching, and all of, even just that you get a pitch coach when you are when you first apply, or when you get to, I guess, Abby, you can tell me what the words are on this, but when you get to a certain level and you're going to actually get to go to the pitch, you get a pitch coach and are able just to run things by people. I think it's just a great sounding board. And also then like the mentorship that we've gotten. So obviously the cash prize was so helpful, super grateful for that. But also the business mentoring. I think that it's something that's really important as a business owner to keep learning and growing, and just that is huge, and that this Extrapreneur event has helped to help to facilitate that in multiple ways. I guess okay, Abby, I know that you had mentioned like talk about some of the timing, and honestly, I take a long time on things, like, because I don't really, if I'm going to do it, I want to do it well. And so it did. I don't have a quantity of, couldn't tell you exactly the quantity of hours, but I would say that the first time I look back at the video of my pitch and I think, okay, I'm not like real proud of that. I worked actually pretty hard on it, but it wasn't great. It was fine, but it wasn't great. Um, and then the next time I thought, okay, like after I got done with that presentation and just I felt so much better about it. One, because it's just like when you do things, you just get better. The more times you do things, the better you get at them. But also I would just encourage anybody applying, just to think about, the first round, I would say I thought a lot about, okay, what is the right thing to say? What is the, not maybe not what's the right thing to say, but here's the format and how do I address each of the questions? And then the second time I really thought, well, what am I passionate about? Why do I do what I'm doing? And that's what's in me. So, like if you own a business, you know what's in you, your product, why you do what you do. And I would say really lean into that. So we just we had a lot of fun the second time, because this is what was in me. I wasn't having to look off all of my notes and think, okay, well, what are my numbers and what is this and that? Well, some of those things, those matter. And I did bring a few notes the second time, but we just pulled from like, hey, this is what we do on a daily basis. We equip people to stay safe in the water and to keep their community safe, to learn to swim. We pulled in some of our community outreach pieces, and just presented that. So presenting, I think, more from a place of this is what we do and what we love and we're passionate about. And so it was in us. And so that's what really, I think, made our second time so much better. And let's see, Abby, do you have any specific questions, things that I should hit?
I would ask if you were to talk to your first round Courtney applicant person, what advice would you give yourself?
Yeah, so I would say really thinking through, I guess it kind of goes back a little bit to what I was just mentioning, but really thinking through what is it about what I do that really matters for our community, that matters for, I think of Patrick Lencioni. I love all of his leadership books, and he has a book called 3 Signs of a Miserable Job. And the first one it talks about is anonymity, that you're not known, that in your employees, if no one personally knows them, knowing what they do, why it matters. That's another one. And then I'm not phrasing them real well, but the other is about being able to, so measuring an anonymity, being able to measure what you do and why it matters, and then know that someone sees you and it like appreciates that you make a difference in their life. And so I think even pulling from that, just realize, like going back to why does what you do matter? Maybe it matters a lot for your employees. Maybe it matters a lot for the certain customer base. Maybe it matters for whatever it is, but just kind of really honing into why does what you do matter? Because I really do believe that people, whatever they are doing, it matters. So it's not just if you are in for the CNA, that matters so much, but it's not only if you're in a nonprofit or if you're in a faith sector or if you're in a helping profession. Sure, it can be sometimes a little easier to sell that to others or even to yourself. But I think knowing why what you do matters can give that vision and passion. And I'd also say just bring other people into it, like bring other people on your team into this process. It was great for our company too. I didn't bring many people, but I had one person present with me, but a couple other people listened to the pitch the second time and give some input. And it helped to envision our people, to remind us, not just me, but to remind our people, this is why we do what we do and why we feel like it's worth others believing in also. So that would be part of it. Practice it a bunch, practice in the mirror, and really allow it to. Really, the second time I didn't apply. Abby, I think I probably turned my application at like 11:59 or 12:01 a.m. Like right by the deadline, because I'd put it off. I didn't go to these first meetings thinking, gosh, is it really worth the time investment again? And so I had to, I think, know your business and know if this is something that you have margin for right now. That's a little subjective because what business owner does have a whole lot of margin. But I would say that really consider, is this something that you want to give your time to? And it probably, it's really probably good work. I think often as entrepreneurs that we don't, it's hard just to take time to really think through the mission and vision. And we've started just from each time we've done the Extrapreneur, and along with other things, it just every step of taking time to hone in on what your vision is, how you're going to get there. I think it's really been helpful for us as a business. I would also just say, make sure to take advantage of all the wonderful people that you're around, whether it's the other contestants, and just pick people's brains and ask even though you're not going to be in the same industry, maybe just like, it's important to get to know people and also maybe pick their brains. Like, hey, what do you do about, whatever it is, benefits, or what do you do about retention, or how do you, what do you use for payroll, whatever it is. But just the other contestants, and also any of the Extraco people, whether it's your business coach or whether it's Abby, Janelle, Libby, like any of you guys, I just would say, be an eager learner and take all the notes you can, and realize that that's part of the process. Maybe it's even just one nugget that you pick up, and that might be an important key for you in the next step.
Yeah. Does anyone else have any questions before I talk timelines? Well, thank you so much, Courtney, for sharing. You clearly had it down, and so we're so grateful to hear about your experience and how it's been.
Thank you, Extraco. We're so grateful. I think just my only last thing I would just say, I was so impressed with all of the Extraco leadership, and honestly, not just saying that, but I really think that you guys do a great job of integrating excellence in business, because really that's, you really don't have excellence, that really matters, but also with community and impact in mind. So thanks for doing that. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you, Courtney. Here are the timeline and dates for this year's process. The video introduction, which is the first round of the application, starts May the 4th and will remain open through May 29th. After judges review, semifinalists will be notified to apply for the business plan application. This application is a little bit more detailed and has room for you to write short answers about how your business is run, strategic decision-making, and financials. This round starts June 17th and ends July 1st. Finalists that are announced after the business plan application will be matched with a mentor. We will host a lunch for y'all to get to know each other and talk about what is exactly entailed for the pitch competition. Every finalist will have time to meet with your mentor, refine your pitch, and get to practice in this space on July 29th. The actual pitch competition is August 11th. We will then have an awards banquet, which will be held September 9th. For now, we have our 2026 guidebook on the website, which has detailed instructions for each round of the application process and what judges will be looking for. Business owners can also start working on your video introduction. Businesses in the South region can reach out to Thomas Sinke as a great resource, and anyone in the North region can reach out to Jarrett Warren. Thank you so much.